Welcome to Name and Occupation and Depth. Today's hot topic is jazz.
All the best musicians from around the world.
7,000 musicians on 14 stages over 8 days.
Music and sounds and flavors.
The air is thick, not with just humidity. It's thick with culture.
You can go see 93-year-old Dookie Chase, famous gumbo ears in your face.
This is the real stuff.
You could have been here. There is no such thing as separation of culture in New Orleans. It's all blended together.
It's no wonder that jazz was born in this area because the people are so enthusiastic.
New Orleans is nothing without its artists.
In the history of Black music, New Orleans is viewed as the birthplace of jazz, founded in 1718 by the French. Within 3 years, Black people, although still enslaved, accounted for more of the city's population than free white people.
Crazy, huh?
That's a crazy stat. The use of the word jazz in the musical context was documented as early as 1915 in the Chicago Daily Tribune. Its first documented use in a musical context in New Orleans was in November 14th, 1916, Times Picayune article about jazz bands. In an interview with National Public Radio musician U.B. Blake offered his recollections of the slang connotations of the term, saying, "When Broadway picked it up, they called it jazz. It wasn't called that. It was spelled jazz. That was dirty. And if you knew what it was, you wouldn't say it in front of the ladies. It's a dirty word." The American Dialect Society named it the word of the 20th century.
Interesting, eh?
Jazz.
When you come right down to it, the man who started the big noise in jazz was Buddy Bolden.
Odie, you know about cylinder recording?
Cylinder recording?
Bartley said. So he said that Bolden wanted to record his music. I can do this.
You gonna put your music in Bartley's machine? If there's a machine play your music, while folks gonna hear it. White folks too.
Remembering Louis Armstrong, he was nicknamed Satchmo, Satch, and Pops, trumpeter and vocalist who is among the most influential figures in jazz. His career spanned 5 decades and different eras in history of jazz. He was born in New Orleans.
The piano is the instrument of New Orleans. All those years when everybody else was picking up guitars, people were playing piano in New Orleans. It's the dominant instrument, and it carries all of the coding for the musical tradition of the city. It can all be translated into piano, even though a lot of it, of course, comes from horns. And it's, of course, an orchestral instrument, so it can have so many tones and flavors to it. And New Orleans has really, so the lore has it, started on the pianos in the parlors of brothels before the customers were satisfied to keep them pacified. And so, as I say, all of the different waves of stuff of jazz and pre-jazz, ragtime and stride and all of that it came through the piano. And it's still very much the instrument of the city.
What a city. If you ever have a chance to go.
For Mississippi.
It's on my bucket list.
Oh, yeah.
Let's aim for season 4 live. You know, Og Mandino, he always said that. Hey, it's better to aim for the moon and hit an eagle than to aim for an eagle and you hit a rock. Right?
New Orleans is an interesting place. It's very enticing. A place where the musicians are very open-armed and open-minded.
I can only speak for the New Orleans music community. And I've heard this from other musicians that come here from LA and clubs. They're astounded at the generosity they find.
If you're going to be a professional musician, you have to really keep all your music pockets open. So you can't just turn out a gig because it's not your favorite type of music.
Club is packed, and some of the greatest blues artists from all over the world come and play at that joint, you know, and it's just open. I mean, you come in, you walk up going, hey, I want to play. And you go, sure, come on up. And that's the whole spirit.
I love that. With his robe in the front porch.